Fossil was the second expansion for the Pokemon trading card game. Players waited 4 months for the release of Fossil compared to 6 months for the first expansion, Jungle. Fossil came with many Pokemon to round out the Pokedex that had yet to be seen in a trading card game. Namely, the mysterious Fossil Trainer card that impersonates a basic Pokemon able to evolve into Amistar, Kabutops, and Aerodactyl. The legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, appear for the first time and enhance existing archetypes. Articuno becomes the main attacker in Rain Dance, pressuring setup decks with potential spread damage after winning a coin flip. Zapdos pairs with Electrode, augmenting the existing Arcanine strategy and sometimes replacing Arcanine outright. Moltres bolsters the Lickitung Disruption deck as a win condition that can mill their opponent using the attack Wildfire. This expansion introduced the first tech Pokemon to the trading card game. Muck and Aerodactyl prevent their opponent from playing the game on certain axes. Muck turns off all other Pokemon powers, such as Damage Swap, Rain Dance, and Buzz Zap. Aerodactyl prevents them from playing evolved Pokemon. Tech Pokemon become a key part of the game from here on out. These inclusions round out the strengths of decks by either supporting strong attacking Pokemon or hindering the opponent's strategy. Fossil not only doubled down on strong existing strategies, but also introduced interactive gameplay. This gameplay is why many of us have continued to play the game for so long. Let's dig right into the Fossil expansion. In this series, Swedish Ninja Fish and I will open a booster box, which is 36 packs of one Pokemon set, build a deck using those cards, and have a best of 3 battle. The winner will be able to upgrade their deck with a random prize. In later episodes, we will each open a box of the next expansion of the Pokemon trading card game to continue upgrading our decks before battling each other again. This is the Pokémon TCG Progression Series. Welcome into the third draft of the Progression Series, where we are looking at Fossil. There's a lot of things we want to get in this set. One of the many things we can't get is Mewtwo, which is a promo from this series. So this is where our series will start diverging from the metagame back in the day when Fossil was released, as we won't get Mewtwo, but there's a lot of core cards that we are looking at. Let's get right into the pack opening and see what we can get.
What's going on, everybody? Swedish Ninja Fish here, and welcome back to our Pokemon TCG Progression Series. We are stepping out of the jungle and going on an archaeological dig to look for some fossil Pokemon. And this is actually the smallest expansion to come out for Pokemon, with only 62 cards. Gonna go through, look at some of the cool cards, and go from there. So first off the bat, Articuno. Articuno is awesome because this will revitalize that Rain Deck dance that I tried to double down on. So, you know, your thoughts might be, why would you triple down? Because Articuno. So Articuno says, flip a coin for the first one. It's freeze dry. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And then Blizzard, and freeze dry does 30. Blizzard does 50. You flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched. If tails, this attack does 10 damage to each of your benched. So if Frozen decides to go with another Alakazam type deck where he can move off damage counters, Articuno is going to be amazing. Because if I get the flip, not only does his Pokemon take 50, but his whole bench takes 10. So if he has a full bench of Pokemon that he's trying to offload damage, he's going to be super, super, super careful. Because if I get that flip and 4 of his Pokemon are only 10 damage away from dying, boom, I just got 4 prize cards, possibly the game. So Articuno is definitely exciting. Hitmonlee, so the pair with Hitmonchan, the high jump is super cool with the 50. If I had any Hitmonchans, that would be cool. But if I get a bunch of Hitmonlees, this could be a replacement for a Haymaker style deck. One deck I am interested in is a Arcanine Electrode style deck, and it involves Psyduck. So Psyduck is super cool. So your opponent cannot play trainer cards during his or her next turn. The idea is to get Psyduck out, first turn, turn 1. Use Headache, so Frozen can't use trainer cards. He can't do anything. All he can do is Pokemon and Energy. Likely can't kill the Psyduck, right? So you have some time, and then you play Lass. That gets rid of all of his trainers. Or you just keep playing Psyduck, and right before Psyduck dies, you play a Lass, gets rid of all those trainers that he might have drawn, and now he just has nothing. Frozen is someone that likes to think 1,000 steps ahead, though, so he's going to think that I'm going to try and counter that, so he's going to want to counter what I'm going to counter, and it's going to be exciting. I'm super pumped. That's about it. That is my review for Fossil. We will get into the pack openings, maybe go into a little more in depth on some of these cards.
All right, pack number 1. Energy Search, really key card going into this format. Moltres is a good hit. Psyduck is a good hit. Of course, these are commons and uncommons I'm mentioning here. In general, Energy Search might allow us to actually finally play Haymaker, as it lets us play like 3 colored decks. We don't have the Mewtwo, but we still have Mr. Mime, which pulls off a decent impersonation of Mewtwo. And then we have, obviously, Electabuzz, Hitmonchan, and in this set, we get Magmar. So there's kind of those 4 colors for us to pick 3 of which to play, and eventually Rainbow Energy comes out next set. Moltres is a decent hit, but I don't think it's very good here. Sometimes you wildfire your opponent to mill them out. Psyduck is a good starter as it locks trainers.
Let us get started. Flip all. Psyduck. You love to see it, and an Energy Search. Oh, baby. Haunter as the rare. Pack generated number 2. Flip all. Opened 2. Another Psyduck. Here we go. Psyduck is common, so we should be able to get multiple Psyducks. Dragonite. As our Holo Rare 2. Power Pokemon, step in once during your turn. If Dragonite is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. So Dragonite acts then as a free switch card, which is kind of cool. Another Dragonite. Got a Hypno. That's cool. Gengar is interesting. Once during your turn, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another, even if it would knock out the other Pokemon. So this is interesting too. This is kind of a counter card to Alakazam and the moving. So once during my turn, I can move it to one of his Pokemon and try and knock them out if he has it set up that way. So if you play the Gengar and the Articuno, where it has the ability to do 10 onto the bench as well, Gengar could be really good. We got another Gengar. Oh, maybe we're playing the Gengars. I don't know. All right. Oh, yes. And it's a Holo Rare. Woo! Holographic Articuno. Here we go. This is what I am wanting.
A second Moltres. Hypno. We got our Dragonite. Magmar. That's a playable card for sure. And then Golduck is not bad. You can lead the item lock Psyduck into Golduck. Dark Golduck later is definitely a bit better in the next set. Third Moltres. Mr. Fuji's a good hit. Choose a bench Pokemon. Shuffle it, any cards attached to it in your deck. So this is kind of like a scoop up. We don't have a lot of scoop up effects in our pull list, so this is going to be very helpful. Second Magmar is solid as well. Another Dragonite. Lapras. Lapras is a really big hit. We're no longer playing Rain Dance, but this is one of the cards that definitely put Rain Dance on the map. Does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Lapras, but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. You can't add more than 20 damage this way, just like any of the other add more energy damage Pokemon we've seen like Blastoise. It caps out at some point, but really 1 for 30 is really sick. So that's going to be a huge include that we need to watch out from Swedish's end. That's why I'm really tempted to pull out this Dodrio Haymaker good stuff deck to hit for weakness on things like Lapras and Gyarados, and as you'll see, Articuno.
Another Dragonite. Interesting. Another Psyduck. Beautiful. Love to see it. Another Psyduck. That's 4. Love to see it. Raichu. Giga Shock. Choose 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and this attack does 10 damage to each of them. Not sure if it's worth 4. Another Raichu. Magneton. So this Magneton, I'm 90% sure is a small upgrade in terms of self-destruct. I love it. Pair this with the Buzz Zap. Get all that energy. Extra damage. Love to see it. Haunter. I mean, that Gengar set looks to be playable. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Ditto. Nice. Ditto's very good. So Ditto can transform into an opposing active Pokemon. This card can use any attack as long as it has the prerequisite energies. Another thing is that those energies are all technically rainbow energies. So if Ditto transforms into a Magmar, but has 2 electric energies on it, it can still use Magmar's attack as if it had fire energies on it, which is very awesome. Third Magmar, Zapdos. Wow, Zapdos is a huge hit. It just does a ton of work. It does 40 damage up front. Then you flip a coin for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. If heads, do 20 damage to that Pokemon. If tails, do 10 damage to your own Zapdos. But really, really, really strong. This Zapdos makes playing Electrode totally worth it. And I could totally see either Swedish or I end up wanting to go that route if we see multiple Zapdoses. It is just an extremely efficient attacker. And you're spreading all of this damage around. You're easily able to overwhelm something like Alakazam or any of those other strategies. Even get up to some of the Haymaker health points as well. So their HP can be really affected on the bench with Thunderstorm. It also doesn't always rely on powers or abilities because Muck is the thing in the format. Sure, you want to get Electrode off for sure, but you can just attack with things like Electabuzz or Scyther until you get Zapdos charged up. So it can still be decent, especially in sealed deck. All right, I think that's our 4th Magmar. Ooh, a second Zapdos, really nice. And another Lapras. Wow, that's really tempting to try and go that route. Holo Rare this time, not that that's super relevant. But to even maybe go the water deck route again that we had. We only have 1 Blastoise with 4 Pokemon Trader. The odds are just whether or not we prize it. So it might really be worth going this route. It kind of feels bad without the Breeder as well, though, because I think we would end up playing... We'd have to play like a 3-2-1 line of Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. But with 2 Lapras, that card's very solid. No Articuno. Oh, eat my words. All right, there's an Articuno. This card's really good. Wow. This deck is definitely a thing with Mr. Fuji, too. It's very tempting. Aerodactyl, our first one. So no more evolution cards can be played, which is pretty insane. So if we know our opponent's on an evolution deck, obviously going first is a big part of this because it just evolves right away from a fossil. But that is super exciting. If we got a couple Aerodactyl, I would be very tempted to try and go that direction as well. You can always play like a Haymaker deck with Aerodactyl, etc. And then you deal with one of their evolutions and they can't get up a second one.
Yay! We will keep going here. I'm actually kind of concerned about this. I don't know why.
7.
Okay. I hope it lets me open more packs. Otherwise, I'm going to be
6.
a very sad person. A Moltres. Sorry, I'm getting super concerned with a bunch of things now, and it's throwing me off my rocker. Big thing I like is Wildfire, and I do want to point this out. So Wildfire, you may discard any number of fire energy cards attached to Moltres when you use this attack. If you do, discard that many cards from the top of your opponent's deck. I actually looked at this card really hard because of Imposter Oak. Could you imagine just out of nowhere a Moltres somehow energy attach and just put like all of your fire energy after he's like set up all of his plays and after Frozen's done all of his Professor Oaks and stuff, and just boom, gets rid of all the cards and then Professor Imposter Oak, and then you just win. Oh man, that would be hilarious. I know it's so unlikely because you have to get all that energy attached and all of that fun stuff, but got another Gengar. Oh man. Oh man. Why are you doing this to me? I mean, it would work really well too because Psychic. Oh no. Am I gonna have to see about doing Gengar? I don't know. Fossil. Okay, let's see what happens here when we get to 0. Zapdos from
2.
base set. Ghastly. I haven't really seen Ghastly, so maybe I need more Ghastlies to get that Gengar going. I don't know. Another Energy Surge. We got a Lapras.
1.
Pretty close to, I think, a playset of Lapras. So that's cool. Ghastly, a Muck. Okay, let's see
0.
what happens here. Reward. Is this because we've opened a ton of packs? What just happened? Hang on. What? Oh, okay. You just get all the charge. Interesting. You know, not a fan, but cool. We're gonna go back to fossil. Okay, Kabutops. Interesting. And a Magmar. I would love to see some more Articunos. Enough Zapdos, enough Moltres. Give me some Articunos. Let's go. A Haunter. Give me some Articunos. You're killing me, Smalls. 2 more packs to go. Aerodactyl. We haven't seen an Aerodactyl yet. And last pack. A second Aerodactyl. Okay.
Another Zapdos. Wow, that is huge. There's a lot of options here. We're doing a good job of pulling kind of the competitive rares that are left in the format, being Zapdos, Articuno, Aerodactyl. Haven't seen a Muck yet, but we're going to keep going here. Third Dragonite, a Hitmonlee. So Hitmonlee is kind of like Pinsir to Scyther, as Hitmonlee is the Hitmonchan. Obviously, Hitmonchan is better, but Hitmonlee is a fine, totally respectable attacker, especially since we only have the one Hitmonchan. It's another Moltres, so we got a lot of birds going, that's for sure. Muck, awesome, sweet hit. So Muck is something we need for later. It's good right now for sure. It's still good. Like we're gonna tuck it. We're gonna probably tech in Muck if we end up playing the Haymaker deck. We'll play like a 2-1 or a 1-1 line of Muck, just to be able to like turn off Rain Dance. Later on, we're gonna be able to turn off other abilities. Articuno number 2. Wow, that is so tempting. There's just these very different directions we can take the decks as of right now. And Gengar. Oof, stink. Alright, well, we'll get into the collection and see what this looks like. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to the pull review, so we can go over what we got and what I'm thinking. So the relevant things that we did get were 2 Articuno, 1 Aerodactyl, 4 Kabutops, 1 Hitmonlee, 1 Muck, 4 Moltres, 2 Lapras, 1 Haunter, 3 Zapdos. We got most of the uncommons. We just missed out on 1 Slowbro and 1 Golbat. We were able to get our 4 Magmar and our 4 Mr. Fuji. So really good pulls. Kind of where I'm thinking the deck can go. We can either play multicolor Haymaker, utilizing Energy Surge and Mr. Fuji as like a scoop up, along with a tech line of 1 Muck and 1 Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl prevents evolutions, and Muck prevents other Poké abilities. So depending on the deck, we can pull out one of those techs to shut off some of his strategies and really just put on pressure using Haymaker and try to be an aggressive strategy. The second way I'm looking is likely just continuing on with Alakazam, and then the deck doesn't change very much. If we're going to play Alakazam, I think we might include a Ditto, but that's even iffy. At that point, I might just be looking to include like Mr. Fuji and an Energy Search. Energy Search can be found with item style effects later on, and then we can grab Energy Search is kind of like in the place of an energy in that spot, because we could grab Grass or Psychic if we're playing the same deck, so that's a thing. The third direction I could see us going is honestly just Water Alakazam, where we play Lapras and we play Articuno, and we just don't allow those Pokemon to get one shot by healing them with Alakazam and Water Energy, playing Blastoise again, and just not playing the Gyarados that we played last time. So those are the 3 directions I think that we could take our deck today, and that's what I'm going to shoot for. So I'll be right back with a deck build.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Fossil Pull review. Right off the bat, so many Gengars. We got 1 Articuno, which is unfortunate. I was looking for more to beef up the Rain Dance deck. But we got 3 shiny Gengars, 5 shiny Haunters, 2 more additional Gengars. We got some Lapras, so Lapras will be great All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the deck review. This is what I'll be facing Frozen with. This is another rendition of Rain Dance. You'd think I would learn my lesson, but definition of insanity. Try, and try again. I think we actually have a chance this time. Fossil brings some amazing cards to help deal with things like Mr. Mime. I've added in the Gust of Wind, so I won't have any problems with that as well. I'm feeling pretty confident actually now with this deck. So let's go through it. So we are leaving in the Gyarados for that resistance for the grass. We are also putting in 3 Lapras. So Lapras is our counter to Mr. Mime. Lapras does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each energy attached to Lapras. This is for Water Gun. So we would just put 2, so we could just keep doing 20. And then if Lapras stays out with a nice, healthy 80 HP, we can also do Confuse Ray for possible paralysis. Also, Articuno, unfortunately, we only have 1, just like the Blastoise. So if he's playing a low-level Pokemon and he's doing his Alakazam shenanigans, if we can get 50 on one Pokemon and 10 damage on the bench, he's going to have 1,000 less turns to get that off, and I can KO his whole bench, is essentially the idea here. I feel confident in this. Yeah, so I hope you guys are excited. Okay, we're going to do our battle, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, welcome to the deck building portion. I have an Alakazam deck built that I think is good, and it's Alakazam Water playing Articuno and Lapras. I'm really afraid that whole strategy just loses to Muck, right? He could literally just play Muck and play anything around Muck and really screw me. Like, I have this feeling that I think he's playing like Muck, like a Tongue, and maybe like Articuno, or some weird mixture of it. Because Muck does this thing to the draft where if either of us are playing Muck, both of our level 1 decks, which is his Rain Dance or my Alakazam, get really shut down. So I think both of us are kind of scared into both playing Muck itself, but then also playing something that doesn't cripple against Muck. So as far as a level 1, level 2 deck choice discussion, I think that's where I'm at. He could come into this just playing his water deck, just like last video, and I think I might be disadvantaged there. But I didn't want to get crippled by Muck or some stall strategy completely. He learned his lesson versus Mr. Mime last video. I have a fear that he's going to come in with like Lickitung Muck thing and like lock me out and not allow me to do anything. So instead I'm playing what is Haymaker. Basically, it's 2 Electabuzz, 1 Hitmonchan, 2 Magmar, and a Scyther. Those are my core Haymaker pieces, and they're supported by things like Machop, because I only have 1 Hitmonchan, and Machop, 1 energy for 20, does a good job of imitating Hitmonchan. It's a weaker Pokemon for sure. And then supported by Dodrio, which gives everything basically 1 less retreat cost. So that means Grimer, Magmar, Electabuzz, Machop, Hitmonchan are all easier to get out of the active spot. We have teched in a Muck, right? Like I said, I feel like I have to play it. If he's playing Rain Dance or something, I need to get Muck out. And an Aerodactyl, also good against Rain Dance. We kill a Blastoise, we make sure he can't get it back out. Or we kill a Wartortle, we make sure he can't get Wartortle into Blastoise, what have you. So we're teching both of those Pokemon lines. That makes this deck list really hard to fit everything we need in the trainer slots, so I want to get some of that live as well. You might think our energy line is going to be a mess. I think it is a little bit of a mess, but with this set, having Energy Search basically gives us 2 rainbow energies here that don't cost an energy attachment. We can just go grab either energy type. We're playing Fire in 7 Fighting as well, and then just 5 Lightning. This might even supposed to be 4, because we just have the 2 Electabuzz that use the Lightning. But I think Electabuzz is going to be key if he is on his level 1 deck and he's dealing with some Lightning weaknesses in cards like Lapras. And then 1 double colorless energy. This helps Scyther. This allows Aerodactyl to attack easier, and it just helps retreat Pokemon like Hitmonchan before we have Dodrio set up. I'm not playing the second double colorless just because we are playing 3 colors, and our energy is stressed really thin. So yeah, that's the deck. We're going to try to play Haymaker, really switch it up a bit, see what he's on. I'm going to regret not playing my level 1 deck. If he is on his level 1 deck, I'm going to regret playing Damage Swap if he's on Rain Dance. But we just can't sit idly by and play the same strategy over and over again, especially when they just directly printed something like a Muck in the format that almost ruins that deck completely. So yeah, we're gonna hop in with Haymaker and try to put on some pressure with some type weaknesses and really overwhelm. See what we can do with Swedish Ninja Fish here, and really push it into another win. We'll see at the games. Welcome back. Here we are for the games. We're just picking our starting Pokemon, and then we'll get into a little bit of discussion here. Wow. Okay, so you are playing Rain Dance still. Fuck. I should have known.
Hello.
Yeah, I definitely like talked myself out of probably playing the correct thing, but this one is like okay and it's kind of ready for anything.
But yes, I am playing the Rain Dance.
Alright, I'm playing a very teched out deck. I'm no longer playing Alakazam, unfortunately. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to Pokemon Trader a Dodrio away and go grab an Electabuzz.
You must have got the muck, though, didn't you?
No, yeah, I'm just playing Grimer. It's whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'll Energy Search for a Lightning Energy and attach it to Electabuzz. Bill. Computer Search away a Fire Energy and a double colorless. We'll Computer Search for our one switch. I'll switch to Electabuzz, Gust of Wind, Magikarp.
You fiend.
Yep. I'm going to Energy Retrieval, discarding Aerodactyl for the Fire Energy. And then I'm going to Lass.
Dactyl. And you're lasting? Yeah. Wow, dude.
I had planned to Computer Search for Lass, but then I just drew Lass and it was great. Alright, Paralyzed. Thunder Shock.
That's disappointing.
We both have nothing. This is balanced, right? I feel like it's balanced.
I'm ending my turn.
Alright. I will attach to Electabuzz and Thunder Shock for the knockout.
Balanced. Whatever, dude. Get out of here. I feel like this is balanced. Lies. Can't even draw a card. I am energy removaling your lightning.
Okay, that saves you.
Away.
That saves you.
And I end my turn.
Ooh, we drew an energy search off the top.
Oh my god.
Wow. Come on, flip heads. Just flip heads. Yes! Game one in the books!
Wow. Wow, dude.
Oh god.
Last. Get out of here.
Anything you wanted to say after game one? We're going into game two here, guys.
You're dead.
Okay, no wise remarks. All right, well, I'm going first again.
Stop going first. What the heck?
Yeah, I got pretty lucky, Bill.
Oh, man.
I think I'm just going to put a double on Scyther. I'll play Grimer. This card seems bad against you. And then I think I'm just ending my turn. Let's look here. Yep, I'll just end my turn. Not as broken as last time.
Good.
Ooh,
Scroll to
square.
bench, Bill, energy, Articuno, energy removal, double colorless.
Nice.
And I end my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna play Machop, put a fighting energy on it. We'll gust up your Squirtle.
Stop.
I'm gonna... Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I think that's gonna be useful. I don't know if I want to play this yet either. No, I don't. I don't think I want to. Let's just retreat to Machop and hit forward 20. Good.
I'm going to attach the Articuno and end my turn.
Okay. Bill. Oh, that's weird. That's a very, very weird draw. Fuck. Let's attach a fighting onto Scyther. And then we'll just low kick for now. Go ahead. Now my Machop looks very sad.
I see that. I'm going to item finder.
Oh, okay.
Starting a imposter.
Bill.
And a switch for a bill to play a bill. Attach an energy and use freeze dry.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'm gonna Mr. Fuji my Machop away. Oh, I fucked up. You can't Mr. Fuji inactive. Okay. Well, you only do that once. Let's hit Grimer, I guess.
Feels bad.
I'll Pokemon Trader away Dodrio. Now I know how that card works, huh? Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's go grab Electabuzz. We'll play it with an energy on it. I guess we'll retreat to Electabuzz and start smacking here. No paralyze.
Bill, attach an energy and use Blizzard.
Yeah, that hurts. Wow, this is rough. Articuno just seems like a very tall order to beat. Honestly, I think I just need to like try and face it and like just do as much damage as I can here. Yeah. Let's Thunder Punch. Nice.
Okay.
That sucks. So we do
Blizzard.
10 damage to ourselves. So just to be clear there, on Blizzard, he hit heads twice, which means he also knocked out, or once, yeah, which means he also knocked out my benched Machop. I'm just gonna Oaks away all of this to try and find other solutions. Let's computer search away a Magmar because it's garbage against you, and probably also this fighting energy. What is my best chance here? Nothing, really. Pretty ill-equipped to make this work out. I mean, I guess I could, like, super energy removal and try to play that game instead. I might have to. Yeah, let's super energy removal. It's got to be better than me just going to grab an Electabuzz and like starting to flip coins again. I don't know. Attach to the active and say go.
Okay.
We have 9 cards in hand. That was
Energy
probably
removal
wrong.
from your active. Attach an energy to the Articuno. And freeze dry.
Yeah, that was probably wrong of me to do. I didn't realize 9 cards in hand. All right, energy retrieval. Let's grab these. I think we're gonna retreat probably, just to slow this down a bit. Attach to Scyther and say go.
Okay, I'm also going to energy retrieval by discarding an energy retrieval to grab 2 energy.
I'm
Attach
just
an
dead
energy
here.
to Articuno.
Don't flip heads,
Gust
please.
of Wind, your Scyther, and Blizzard.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, sure. I'll just Oaks. Doduo. Energy Search. Magmar. Fire Energy. Lass.
Ooh.
And then go ahead.
Blizzard.
Please stop. Attach to Doduo and say go.
Lapras, energy attached to Lapras, Blizzard.
Okay, let's flip a bunch of heads on Smokescreen, please. I'll promote Doduo, though, because it has free retreat. That was an interesting draw. Yeah, let's put in energy on this Fossil. Let's gust up your Lapras. God, this feels really, really bad. But retreat to Magmar and try to Smokescreen until the end of times. Okay.
We're going to attach an energy to the Lapras, retreat the Lapras for the Articuno, and Blizzard.
Yeah, we did. Duo, evolve an Aerodactyl, so he can't play any evolution Pokemon this game now, and it's like a decent attacker, so let's Oaks, play Grimer, energy removal, attach to Aerodactyl, and Fury attack. Ooh, got 10. Nice.
Okay, we're going to attach to Articuno, we're going to Super Potion, Lapras, and turn.
Okay. We are going to probably hold off on that card. I'm weak to grass at least, I guess. Let's retreat and hit you for 30.
Freeze dry.
Let's actually just play Muck now. Oh, I can't. It's blocked because of Aerodactyl. Attach to Doduo, because Dodrio's a thing. We will Oak, Electabuzz, Dodrio is blocked as well. Bill. I feel like I want to retain this Aerodactyl just because it's like going to be decent. And everything else is dying. So let's go out to Electabuzz and Sigo.
GG. Game 3. Yeah, you build your last card. I don't want to say anything because I was excited. So.
No, it's all good. I was dead there anyway. I don't think there's anything I could do. You're going first. Good luck.
I'm going to Bill. Attach an energy to Articuno. And my turn.
Okay, attach an N. So I will Bill. Well, that's kind of tempting. Man, this doesn't look too bad, but like I know neither of us are just like a great position here at all. I'll low kick. Go ahead.
Okay. Going to energy removal, attach the Articuno, and end my turn.
Okay, so we get the knockout here, which is nice, but we are really concerned. This Articuno is the monster of every game, it turns out. And that's kind of going to be the format from here forward. Let's low kick for a prize.
Okay. We're going to energy attach to Articuno. We're going to computer search by discarding an item finder and a super energy removal. For Professor's Oaks, we're going to Professor. I'm going to Bill. Going to put a Lapras.
Okay.
Then going to Freeze Dry.
Sounds good. So what's going through my head here? We have to deal with this Kuno, and it's going to be hard. We're going to try and learn from our lesson with the removal last game. Put a double on the benched Scyther, and then I think that might need to be it here. We can retreat to try and like stave off some knockouts, but putting damage on our Buzz or our Scyther are both just really, really bad here. So I think we honestly just have to let it go. Let's see. Anything else we could do? We could like promote another Pokemon that we don't care if it gets damaged, just to like make this take longer. Oh, but like the more times he gets to use Blizzard and potentially flip heads on it, he's doing 10 damage to each of our bench. So I honestly think we have to just do this. So we're going to play Hitmonchan and retreat into Hitmonchan. And just try and make this take longer. This doesn't feel like it's right. This can't be correct, but still it needs to kind of happen. So we will end our turn.
Okay, I'm going to energy attach to Articuno and Blizzard.
Absolutely. We're going to spread out our energy attachments here. So we'll play Magmar, put a fire energy on the guy. And then we are going to Pokemon Center. It does suck a little bit because obviously we had to discard the double off the Scyther because it had damage on it from the Blizzard flip. So that hurts pretty bad. Not gonna lie. We're gonna energy retrieval now just so we don't get locked out of it and go get our fighting energy back for a fire and then end the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna gust to win your Magmar and Blizzard.
Alright, very rough. No energy left on the board. Tons of damage just sitting around now, which sucks. Let's put a fire energy on Scyther. Let's retreat to Hitmonchan and pass the turn.
Alright, I'm going to attach an energy to Lapras and Blizzard.
Okay, we're going to Mr. Fuji away this Machop. It's just bad. We could hit Hitmonchan being active, obviously. It would be nice to get into the bench and then Fuji him, but we're going to sit here like this. Let's super energy removal and see if we can slow this down just a little bit. I'm sure he's got energy, but we got to do something here. And then say go.
Okay, I'm going to energy removal on your Scyther.
Rip.
I'm going to energy retrieval by discarding a scoop up to get those energy back. Discard an energy on Articuno and freeze dry.
Sounds good. Attach to Scyther and retreat to Electabuzz and say go.
Okay, I'm going to fill. And I'm going to attach to Articuno and Blizzard.
Okay, I'll play Doduo. Attach to Scyther and end the turn.
Okay. A gust of wind up your Scyther to put more damage on it.
Nice. We'll build and draw some cards. Attaching to Scyther, you don't necessarily want to attach to damaged Pokemon, but we do have to try and get some damage out here. So we're going to slash.
Okay. And I'm going to Blizzard.
Okay, he got heads there. Yeah, so he gets to kill both of our Pokemon. This is rough. Obviously, he just Blizzards here for a KO, so we'll attach and Fury attack. He's got game.
Blizzard, good game.
Woo. Yep, good match. Yeah,
Whoa.
Definitely a challenge.
You're not going to believe it.
What's up?
That Articuno, my only one.
No, not again. God damn it, dude. You started it again.
The only Articuno just like the Gyarados. Oh, dude, I was shaking, though, because you got me just destroyed in that first game, and then the second game, I only had Articuno that whole time, so I was freaking out like you were going to just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, the second game was pretty close. Third game, I just saw the Bill turn one. I didn't see any other like acceleration to get a hold of like more energy removals or even just a gust would have been pretty good this game. But
yeah, I'll say my game 3 was definitely in my favor in terms of my pulls because I have like still like 6 energy in my hand and energy retrievals and 2 super potions.
What was the other deck you were waffling between?
I was actually waffling with a Gengar deck. So it was Gengar and Slowbro. So Slowbro allows you to move, that energy to the Slowbro. So like Alakazam, but just Slowbro. And then Gengar,
damage counters.
I can put damage counters on yours. And then I would be running Jinx and Mr. Mime. So meditate with those damage counters on.
Yeah.
But I ended up not doing it because it just wasn't the deck list I found for it called for Mimes instead of Jinxes, and it makes sense because it takes 2 extra energy for the Jinxes to set up, and it just wouldn't have worked, and I needed to just go in hard. It would have been a very slow deck and probably would have just failed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the winner's wheel. It feels good. I was not expecting this, so this is exciting. We're gonna get right into the winner's spin.
Oh no.
Oh, dang! I thought I was gonna go too.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get any wild card. All right, well, a pack
I
is
did
pretty
too.
good.
Pack of existing sets. So the
What do you
question
pick?
is, I'm
It's
just gonna do a quick,
it's gotta
very
be base set, right? Like
well. I'm gonna do a very quick look, real quick, and
you
think
could
about
get
the decks that I've
another
been wanting to build.
another
And
Gyarados.
see Gyarados, Hitmonchan, another Electabuzz. Electabuzz is something I've been lacking for some other decks because Electabuzz is still really good in terms of a basic Pokemon, as you know. So this would be nice, this because a lot of decks that I saw during the deck building phase this time play still a ton of Electabuzz.
Yeah, I mean the pack is always, do you spike for a rare or do you try to open a set that you need commons and uncommons for, right? So it's like really tough to
Right,
decide.
and another Super Potion would be great.
It's true.
Another Oaks would be great.
Oh yeah, you don't have the Oaks yet.
You know, I think base is still the way to go until we get past Rocket, and then you know, using base set 2 rules for the pack openings.
All right.
So let us do that. All right. Nice thing is it generates base set right away, so we're just gonna go flip. Oh boy, here we go. Scoopa.
Oh, nice hit.
I'm okay with that. I only had 2. Now I have 3. I know a lot of decks play Scoop Up as well, so
I think that's a great hit.
I am totally okay with that. Lol.
All right, very cool. Thanks
All
for
right, cool.
thanks for the game, Swedish. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank you.
kicking my again. Back to
That
the
was fun.
salt pile I go. Hopefully we'll get it back next time. Next set we jump into, that's right, Team Rocket. We're skipping over base set 2. We're looking into all those dark or evil Pokemon. There's a ton of playable Pokemon in this set from a limited perspective, especially since Mewtwo's not in the format, just depressing anything that's weak to Psychic or that's slower than a turn 2 setup. So it's going to be really interesting to see what direction we can get. I think as the theme shows, it just gets harder and harder to make a decision on which deck you go into because we have so many playable cards. But I think with the addition of Muck and Vileplume and then other disruptive trainer lock cards that are coming out, for instance, Imposter Oak shows up with a make your opponent shuffle their hand and draw 4 card. And then we have Team Rocket's trainer card that discards a trainer from your opponent's hand. So Lass is no longer the queen of trainer disruptions. So it's going to be really interesting to see just how gotcha we can get in the next set.
Ooh, can't wait.
All right, we'll get it to you guys next time, and thanks for watching.
See you guys.
Thank you for watching the third video in our progression series. I really wanted to thank everybody for the response to the first 2 videos. They're both well over 1,500 views at this point, which is just amazing. I can't believe it. I'd love to give more time to this content. I had been streaming, but as many people do know on our Discord and things like that, that I did get a new job in the retail space, and it's been quite busy as we've gotten ready for the holiday season and as I've been training for the new position. I will be able to commit more time to just Pokemon in general, both as a leisure time activity for me, but as well as producing some of this content that does mean so much to me, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. This is something that we can do during a time where we can't play Pokemon or other games in person. I love being at the hobby shop, but it's fun to find these ways to play with our friends. So if you have any questions about the format, leave them in the comment below. And we are still making the series. Swedish and I have videos recorded up through the Neo set series, the Neo block, and then we will actually be rotating the format as well. So we'll continue playing standard type formats. Swedish and I have really enjoyed that more than the prospect of continuing on through an unlimited format, which in Pokemon means every card ever printed. Unlimited would quickly become degenerate. As you see in some of the upcoming videos over the next couple of weeks, it becomes pretty clear what the best type of decks are, and that there are some really abusable cards that would stay in the format forever if we never rotated. exploring the unlimited format might be something I do later in the future. I've played some unlimited online using simulators with friends and things before, as well as proxying cards in person. But for now, I really want to focus on the core content of this series and in what seems to be the most fun for Swedish and I as we go forward. So we will be rotating to Neo on as soon as we are done covering base set through the 4 Neo sets. So I'm really excited to get to that. Thanks again for watching. Leave a comment below, and we'll hope to see you next time.